Good evening. How is everyone? It's been a minute. So tonight I am actually going to be doing one at least, some acrylic bookmarks. I've already got one down in place. I was kind of messing around making sure that everything was going to fit exactly as I wanted it to. I do like doing bookmarks, and I know a lot of people do the wooden ones, but I didn't necessarily want to do the wooden ones. I like the idea of these thinner acrylic ones. As you can see, they are nice and thin. So I did get a hold of a set of these, and I do have a set that is 3 different sizes. This is actually the largest or the widest size. They're actually all the same length. So one of the designs that I am putting down today, I'm going to do, as you can see here, I just put my first dot down. I'm going to have it kind of sideways and come out along here. So just a piece of paper sketched out, and then I've taped this along the middle edge, right? So it's not going to go anywhere. I made this one last night, so this is just kind of something to play around with. Kind of see how things were going to work. It turned out pretty good, so I thought I'd go ahead and work on the rest. Now, let me show you what I've got here. So I decided tonight I wanted to experiment a little bit with some colors. It just kind of those coffee colors, lack of a better word, right? So I've got some caramel, buttermilk, and deep burgundy. And I sort of have a general idea of a pattern that I wanted. I don't know if it's exactly going to turn out the way I wanted it to or not, but we're going to find out real quick. So I've got this laid out. Like I said, hopefully this is not going to go anywhere. I don't have the paper sealed down anywhere else, just this one little strip, and I think we're going to be okay though. All right, so I've started by laying down a 4 here, and probably want maybe a 1 to start this off. Now, initially, I am only working with 3 colors. However, once I'm done, I will go ahead and top dot with maybe something like gold or darker brown, or I don't know. We'll kind of see. Ah, you know what? Okay. All right. Let's go into a 2. Let me just double that. Normally, I think I would want these to be nestled directly into the spaces between the dots underneath them. But because I'm going to let these hang off of the side, these dots fall right off, I sort of wanted to make sure, let me get these down here. I sort of wanted to make sure that I wasn't going to end up with, instead of like a half a dot, kind of a weird partial one that didn't look quite symmetrical. Okay, and that's better if I start at the top there. There. All right, and do we want to go one more before? What my plan is, I'm going to do a couple of rows. We'll get some petals out here, and then I'll probably put some space in before I start branching that out. So we could go to a 3. And I'm going to do the same thing. Instead of nestling the dots in between one another, I'm going to go ahead, start smack in the middle here. Okay, I love this dark color. Now that was a 3, so where's my 4? I'm gonna go up to a 4. Oh, and actually, this one I could probably, I'm gonna come back to that real quick since I've already switched tools. Let's go 1, 2, and 3. That works perfectly. Okay, so I'm gonna put a couple petals in now. For these, I'm gonna go right on the outward lines. Hi, Tina, how's it going? Well, thank you for coming and joining me tonight. If you're new, I don't know if you've had a chance to look around, but if you haven't, feel free, ask questions. I am all for it. Okay, let's see. Now let's go in. I don't think I want these too large. Okay, so I'm going to go in with a 1, 5. And I'm going to do my top here. Okay. Now I could certainly do larger. I could have gone up to a 2 because the lines or the dots that I'm going to bring down around are probably going to be a 1 here. I usually do just a half of a size on the top dot. You don't have to, you can go up a whole size, but this is so small. Okay. Work one side and down the other here. Keep wiping my tool off, especially when it comes to the small dots. Cleaning the tool off makes such a big difference. Can easily get real wonky. Okay. All right, clean that off here. And I'm just following through with my pattern. just rotating through the 3 colors. So. That's a 2. We'll go into a 1.5 now. Okay. Oops. I'm gonna wipe that off again. That didn't quite come up here. There. Nice. Okay. Going back into a 3. Just to catch my edge here. Now then, let's see. Let's do, I can probably do 2.5 maybe? Yeah. Now it's time to get some swooshes in. So I'm going to grab my smallest tool. All right, there's my 2.5. I probably want this pretty well centered here. That's it. All right, sharp point. Just gonna bring this straight down. Okay, let's get the second one in here. All right, and then let's go for one here. Clean off my tools real quick. And then I'll get another one over here. That one's a little fatter, isn't it? It's because he's on the edge. Try to make sure that's give or take about in the same spot. Okay. So that was a 2.5. So let's go down to a 2. And I'll get another one in there. Okay. Yeah, these are so tiny. Little baby swooshes. Okay. And essentially all I'm really trying to do is make sure that it has some kind of a tail. It doesn't have to be much. And on the edge here, I know it looks a little bare. So what I'm going to do, and I'll probably wait a little bit until it's slightly drier, is I'm going to go back in and fill in the space with the red dots that I know would be missing if it were to be a full pattern. So I'll take like a 0.5, for example, and I'll just go in and add them through this little space. Just so it does appear that the pattern is actually complete. Oops. Oof. Let me wipe my tool off real quick. All right, so there's that part. And then I'm going to separate this. I think what I'm going to do, let's see. I think I'm going to leave a space here. And then I'm going to take a row here. Okay. Three. I gotta get me a sip of coffee. It's sitting over there getting cold. All right, so let's see how good my hands are today. Let's see if they're steady enough for this. This is not going to be any fun, exciting part. Just going to get a row in. But this is the calming stuff. I would say it's going great, but better knock on wood. Watch me get just a smidge shaky or something and then goof this. It's the stupidest thing, but it really is honestly the hardest thing to do, is make these lines or these rows like this. Okay. All right. Whew. Beautiful. Okay. What I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna go up a half a size to a 3, and then I'm gonna make, well, should I do another row? Oh, I can do one more row. Yeah, I think that'll look good. Let's do this caramel here. Okay, let's see. I've got to be a little more careful with these ones. Not sure that you can actually see it. This caramel is one of the few bottles. Hold on. I only have a few bottles left of any apple barrel paint. For the most part, I'm partial to DecoArt Americana, but I still do have a handful of bottles of apple barrel, and apple barrel was really my go-to and my staple when I first started. Unfortunately though, apple barrel is only good for so long, it seems, for me. It gets really stringy. It's really, really temperature sensitive, I guess. And like I said, I've got to be extra careful. When I do typically use it, I actually tend to use a medium. I'll add like a gloss medium to it, for example, because the gloss medium actually breaks up the little knots of paint and the strings that are in it, and it brings it back. It's pretty normal when I use that. However, right now, because I'm painting on this acrylic, I've already added a medium. I've already added my glass medium. So I do not want to be going back and adding in a second medium. And as you can see, the glass medium really does nothing to break up those clumps and to stop that stringiness. So, and unfortunately, I don't know why I just haven't yet picked up all the great shades of browns in the Americana. Okay, let that one fall right off the edge. And that one. Okay. Make sure I'm not seeing any shadows. Yep. Not bad. Turned out better than I thought it was going to. Okay, so now what do I want to do? I was thinking about adding in a little swoosh row here. Although, how do we want to do that? I have one extra space here. Ooh, you know what I could do? Let's just go up another. Let's go to a 3. Let's do a 3rd row, and then I'm going to use this space in between these next ones, and I'm going to do a row of swooshes. I'm going to do like a random pattern. I thought that was really fun the couple of times that I've done it. I like it a lot, so. And that fits perfect. So easy to let that spacing slip. Eesh. The other thing that I can absolutely do too is, especially I would say in between, I may in the end have enough room to do like micro dots in between the rows. It does give it a much nicer finish. Okay. But I'm not even going to think about that until it's dry. Not about to run my hands through it, you know, so. Okay. Now the fun part. All right. So let's see. So far, my largest dot has been a 4. Maybe I can get away with 1 or 2. Okay. Let's be a little loose here, a little fun. Okay. Okay. Which direction? Okay. Oops. Now, this is all about being a little more random. Okay, so that's a 4, 5. I do want a varied number of sizes in here. Okay, so let's take this one. Right along that edge. Okay. And let's bring this one down here. And I'm just going down a half. Okay, so now that I'm getting into closer quarters, I'm going to start thinking about putting in dots. Okay. Let's go to 1.5. There. I think I like that. Okay. And I'm just filling in all these nice spaces here. Okay. I think I have enough room here. I'm going to change that from a dot. Let's pull this down. Bet I can even get another one here. Okay. Like I said, this gets to be just the kind of fun part, just the sort of do whatever you want, don't worry about mistakes. The only real thing that I'm looking for is just to make sure that in most of the spaces, I'm not putting too many of the same colors right on top of each other. Okay. All right, it's getting closed in. Okay, now any tiny little sections in the middle, I will probably go back in with like a 0.5 and maybe gold. So that's my plan with that. You know what I'm gonna do here? I'm gonna take a step back. Can I do 2.5? Yeah, I think I can. Okay. And let's go in here. I don't want to completely fill up the space, but I do want something in here. Let me see. I have got a tool that I don't often use. Can I maybe fit? I could. See if I can do this properly. Let's put a nice little ellipse in there. There. Yeah, I like that one. Okay. Now I need to get in some more rows. Let's see. I think I'm gonna start with a 3. Where did I go last time? Yeah. This one's gonna be a little more difficult. Just because I have these other shapes here. Not at a good angle here at all. So let me try to move a little bit. Nice. Okay, let's go 3.5. This is right at the edge of my tape too, so. Now, I wanted to put one last row here. Ooh. Really, 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 really careful. Now, this will be a 4. And then this is going to be my last dots. Again, it's not a great angle, so let's see. There. You can slide that out from underneath it. Yeah, I think I like that color combination. I think that turned out pretty good. Now, where's my gold? Hang on a second here. Ooh, no, I don't think that's gonna work. I have a rose gold that I always look at. Again, decor, metallics. Oh, before I forget. 05. Okay, just pretend that was a whole thing. Ooh, lid's on tight. Oh, excuse me. Holy cow. Ooh, I was like, well, let's go ahead and just dot this right out of the cap. No. I need to add my glass medium, or else there is always that possibility that that could be the one dot that rubs off somewhere. So I'll be using more than I wanted to, or, you know, quote unquote wasting a little, but whatever. Okay, all right. So first, get some shimmers in here. All right. And I'm just staying with my 1.5 in this case. Let me think here for a second. I'm just using my 1. And little empty spot. Just walk a couple dots in. It's a little tedious, but still. I want this all filled in. There. Now, do I want to try to put something here in between, some micro dots? Oof. Oh, you know what? This one bled in. Look at that. Oops. No, I don't know that I want to do that. I take it back. I really did want to do that, but I don't think the spacing's consistent enough to make it look fantastic. Okay. All right, what do we think? Is that done? I think I've pretty well got everything there. The only other thing that I can possibly think to do is this, and I don't know if I'm going to regret this, but let's see. the little things that matter though, right? The little itty bitty, teeny tiny little details. There we go. I think I'm happy with that. I'm just taking a last look and see if there's anything else that I think I might want to touch up at all on this. Suppose I could hit this one here with a little shimmer since it's right on the top. And I don't think I want to do anything to those rows. Okay. All right. Well, perfect. The last ones I'm waiting for are these here because I'm not 100% if they were dry or not. It's so tempting just to put dots of gold everywhere, so oops. Is that all the little swooshies? That's all the little swooshies. All right, we're done. I'm putting it away now. Okay. The very last thing that I will put on here. Sorry, I'll be loud for a second. Let's see. I have tassels for these, and I was thinking, oh hey, I have gold, but you know what? Now that I look at it, the gold that I have is not that complimentary. White's not that great either. And all I have is pink. I have pink, blue, purple, teals. Yeah, I think the gold is going to be its best bet. Okay. And I can slip that on. And then we'll be done with that. Okay, make a little noise back here. Get everything all sealed up. Okay, let's see. Oops, see if I can do this one-handed. Let's try the other direction. Let's try with my prominent hand here. There we have it. All right. Well, anybody that stopped by, thank you so much. I certainly appreciate it. You guys take care, and I will see you again next time.